on CityCast Nashville. Get out those stretchy pants because it is Burger Week, and more than 50 restaurants are offering $8 burger specials from today through July 13th. We've got Nashville scene food writer Chris Chamberlain back with us to help preview some of the most mouth-watering burgers in the lineup. It's Monday, July 7th. I'm your host, Marie Cecile Anderson, and this is what Nashville's talking about. Chris Chamberlain, you are back. It's always such a pleasure to speak to you.
Hey, Marie, I have doubled up on my Lipitor and I am ready for Burger Week.
Wow, Burger Week. I can't believe we're already here again. We're kicking it off today. But Chris, there's something different this time around. Burgers aren't $7 anymore. What's the deal? Who made that call?
You know, it's gone up a couple times over the years. You know, our restaurants have always been doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. It's a lost leader for them. We want to shine a spotlight on their creativity, but we don't want them to lose any more money than they're already making in an environment where the prices for everything are rising. And the other option was shrinkflation, and we really don't want this to be a sliders contest, right?
Oh, yeah, no.
We want people to get a full burger out of this. To soften the blow a little bit, we've got a special deal from one of our sponsors at Little Harpeth. And several of the restaurants are offering a discount on chicken scratch beer, either as part of a combo or as a discount on all their beer during the week. So maybe that'll make it a little easier to pay that extra buck.
Let's get into what we have on the menu this week. For the burger purists out there, which place, in your opinion, is serving the most classic burger this year?
You know, I'd say that's probably the trend this year, is that several of the places are just doubling down on the classic smash burger. They're not getting crazy. They're not putting jam and jelly on it. They're not pickling their jalapenos or sugarcoating anything. They're just doing a straight ahead patty with cheddar. So among those are Golden Sound, Germantown Cafe, Common Ground, Double Dogs. Though I have to admit the Double Dogs picture is kind of sad if you look at it on the website. Hopefully it'll eat better than it looks, but we're rooting for them. I know I have bad picture days too. But the one I wanted to call out, because I think it's kind of interesting that they are going straight down the middle, is the Bavarian Beer House out there in Opry Mills. They're doing a straight ahead cheddar burger, 2 patties, cheddar cheese, toasted bun, lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickle on the side. If you didn't know better, you'd think you were at Brown's.
Wow. Okay. I love a classic. I love a smash burger. But on the flip side of that, who's bringing the most flair or creativity to their burger this year?
Well, I'm going to be honest that we haven't seen all the burgers listed on the website at time of taping, but they will all be there by time of listening to this. The one I'm going to pick right now is Good Times Full Service Bar. And I don't know if you've been there. It's near where Nolensville Road splits into 2nd Avenue and 4th Avenue because the original street planners of Nashville were drunk when they came up with that idea. But I know from these past years that people love a crunch wrap. Crunch wraps always do well as tacos. They do well as hot chicken. So Good Times is doing a crunch wrap with 2 smashed patties. They're melting cheese all over it and adding ketchup and their own Good Times sauce, little jalapeno salsa, some pico de gallo, and then they're going to wrap it into a tortilla. So I think that one could be a fun little creative diversion from your normal 2 patties, 2 buns.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I was going to mention, though, the grilled watermelon that's going to be on the Pharmacy burger.
That was the one that I thought was really the most unexpected one, and I'm excited about that one because when you think about a grilled watermelon burger, Pharmacy always does great burgers, but this one seems really thoughtfully composed because it's called the Grilled Watermelon Sugar High, and so it's a slice of grilled watermelon on top of a patty with arugula, goat cheese, and mayo. When you think of those additions to it, everything seems to have a purpose. You know, it's going to be a beefy burger because they always have good burger meat at Pharmacy. But that watermelon's going to add a little sweetness to it. Goat cheese often has that kind of tangy bit to it, plus the creaminess. And then arugula is probably the most peppery of all the greens you could put on it. So I think it's going to be a fantastic burger. I can't wait to make my way over to East and try it out.
Well, last year they had a peach burger that I really loved. So I love that they're keeping with the theme of fruit.
Exactly.
All right. So now I'm going to ask you to be completely honest and give us your opinion on which burger are you most nervous to try?
Well, this is not the restaurant's fault. It's a me problem. Several years back, I got to spend a week in Korea. And I love the food. And I used to love kimchi, but kimchi, 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I kind of got turned off from it for a long time. So I'm certain that people will love the burger at Hearth in Green Hills. It's their Korean bacon burger because they're using Black Hawk Wagyu beef, gochujang mayo, provolone cheese, bacon, but then it's going to have some kimchi on it. And I think that may be my problem, not theirs, but give it a shot.
That's a good point. That's how I felt after I went to Thailand for 2 weeks, and I still struggle with pad thai after that trip. It was also good, but too much of a good thing. Is that bad? All right. Is there anything for vegetarians this year, or what about vegans?
I'm going to admit I had to scan this list pretty closely to find something for you, but you know who came through for us? The good people at Gray's. They always take care of the vegetarians and vegans, and I appreciate them for it. So they're doing their version of a drive-through burger, but it's going to be all plant-based. So it'll be a seitan quinoa patty, some melty vegan cheddar, and then your standard set of mustard, ketchup, pickles, and onion. They say it has all the flavor and none of the drive-through regret.
What are your thoughts on vegan cheese?
I've had some good vegan cheese. I like it in a dish. I don't like it as much on a cracker.
Okay, same. I think I've been eating it wrong. It needs to be mixed in.
Exactly.
Which one do you think will be the messiest situation of the week? Like where we have to wear a bib or something? I mean, that crunch wrap sounds pretty risky.
Well, it's enclosed though. It's
oh, good point. It's in its own pocket.
Yeah, it's portable. Now, luckily, this one is a block from my house, so if I do spill it all over my shirt, I'll be okay. But I think the Brown's Diner's got the Hatch Chili Queso Burger. Picture that. It's going to have a regular Brown's patty, which starts out awesome. And then it's going to have spicy onion straws on top of it. And then a Hatch Chili Aioli. They're taking a Mexican beer cheese sauce made from Hatch chilies and Chihuahua cheese and Modelo beer and topping that with a bunch of pickles. That has a potential to be worn home, I think.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Plus, how many Chihuahuas do you have to milk to get enough cheese to put on one burger? I mean,
oh my goodness. Anything for Burger Week. We'll do anything for it. All right. Well, folks, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to play a fun game with Chris. Stay tuned. We are back with Chris Chamberlain talking Burger Week. I thought it'd be fun if we handed out some senior superlatives. Okay, so based on what we know so far, which burger will be most likely to succeed? We're thinking like destined to be the crowd favorite, maybe even prom queen.
Well, knowing our readership, I usually would not bet outside of East Nashville or something in the downtown corridor. But I am going out on a limb here. I'm going all the way to Music Valley Drive.
Whoa.
I'm going to Scoreboard Bar and Grill and their Wafflin' Ain't Easy burger, because this is designed to be a crowd pleaser. It's a beef patty between golden waffles, topped with bacon, a fried egg, and a drizzle of maple butter. And that just sounds like the kind of thing that people will make the trip to Music Valley to go get.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we're crowning that. All right. I didn't make the cheerleading squad, but that's okay. Who do you think has the best team spirit? Maybe the most fun or community-focused vibe?
Now, are you going to say that's okay, or are you going to say that's all right, that's okay?
That's all right. That's okay.
I'm giving my team spirit award to Cletus, because Shane Nasby has always done great things for the community. He just opened a new location of Cletus out in Bellevue, and it is fantastic. He takes every last Monday of the month, takes his entire staff, and they go downtown and they cook for unhoused people downtown. They partner with People Loving Nashville. They give their time and their money toward that program. And I just think they're just a great bunch of people. And he's got a great burger coming up. So make sure to make the trip out to Bellevue or to his original location to try the Blackberry Smoke. Smash burger with white American cheese, bacon, grilled jalapenos to bring out a little sugars in the jalapenos, and then topping it with smoked blackberry preserves and a whipped mascarpone cheese. So that sounds like he's been doing a lot of thinking on that one.
That sounds like a dessert.
Maybe end the night there.
Wow. Okay. Oh, I like that. All right. I won, surprise, surprise. I was the class clown. That's what my award was in high school. Who would you give the class clown award to?
I went a little sideways with this one. I'm giving the class clown award to Holston House because they are serving a hot chicken burger. A fried crispy hot chicken with maple syrup, house-made pimento cheese, and fried shallots. I love a hot chicken sandwich, but we already have a week for that. So they are...
Are you mad? Does that make you mad?
I just think they're clowning us.
Oh.
And it may be a great hot chicken sandwich. I encourage people to go try it and then ask them where their burger is.
All right. Most mysterious.
So this is like our goth burger? Is that,
Hanging out at Hot Topic in the mall, nose rings, tats.
I love it when I discover something new through these weeks, like our taco week and our hot chicken week, when I discover a new place. And I think there's a lot of mystery around Cam Burgers. This is a pop-up restaurant only. If you look it up on Google Maps, you see a picture of what appears to be a ranch home in Hermitage. The address that they have listed for where they're going to be during Burger Week is in 12 South, and I think it's either in or in front of Savant Vintage. And the burger sounds pretty wacky too. So it's a PB&J burger, sweet and savory, crispy bacon mixed into the peanut butter, and then candied onion grape jelly. These guys, I think they're monsters, really.
Now, one of the best burgers of my life was one of those like peanut butter bacon burgers. It really, for me, it worked.
I have faith in these guys. I just love that they're mysterious, and I'm sure they'll pop up with a brick and mortar some point. But they got it going on. This will be worth seeking out.
A brick and mortar that's not a ranch house in Hermitage?
Yeah. Oh, who cares about zoning, right? Whether a bunch of people just pull into a driveway at Hermitage and line up and start ordering and eating at picnic tables in their front yard. I mean, hey, that's cool. Yeah.
Very Nashville. All right. What about best dressed?
Okay, this is one. It's at The Gather is the name of the restaurant. And I admit I have walked by this restaurant, driven by this restaurant, bussed by this restaurant 100 times, and I still didn't know how to pronounce the name of the hotel that it's in. So I had to look them up on YouTube with some Instagrammer that was going to do a review. So it is the Hotel Frey, spelled F-R-A-Y-E. But they are doing a beautiful burger called the Blue Smoke Show with certified Angus beef, smoked white cheddar, smoked brisket mac and cheese, blueberry barbecue, bacon, and an onion ring that appears to be as big as the bun sitting in there. So it's like as wide as your thumb onion ring around it. The picture I saw looked like that's going to be a fun Instagram-worthy burger.
Oh, yeah, that sounds really good. Do you have a place that you would recommend that has the best gluten-free bun?
I do not know if anybody is offering one. I think gluten-free, for good or for bad, you're going to be enjoying it as a Salisbury steak on the plate.
Yep, nailed it. Can you remind us how to play the game of Burger Week? First, we have to download the Burger Week app, but how do you earn points and what do you get if you win?
So I know nobody wants to put another app on their phone, but you got plenty of room on that phone. You got the one with 856,000 gigabytes on it because you got all those Instagram photos. So just download the app. And what it lets you do is it's going to give you all the drink specials are on it. You'll find out who the participating locations are, what they're serving, and also it'll show it on a map so you can maximize your burger driving. You want to get as many burgers and as few stops as possible. So as you go along, you just check in at each place, like the old days of Foursquare or whatever it was, where you had to check in everywhere you went. Once you check in, you'll earn 25 points when you check in at each restaurant. And then there'll be other ways to do it by interacting with the sponsors, by going to the kickoff party. And if you get at least 250 points, which is just 10 burgers in a week, come on, you'll be entered with a chance to win the grand prize, which is $500 in restaurant gift cards, which you can use to go buy more burgers with. And also the participating restaurants are going to use the app to draw random prizes by people that check in. So just by being there, you got a chance to win more prizes.
And what's the hashtag that we show our fabulous pictures on?
Hashtag Scene Burger Week 25. And that's
Yes.
25.
It really is so much fun to download the app, and then wherever you're at, it's GPS based. You pull it up, then you see these icons of burgers surrounding you, which is just so fun. And then when you go, it'll just immediately give you those points. And so what a great fun thing to do. And then finally, y'all are having a big kickoff party tonight. Tell us about that.
We are. It's going to be at Sonny's Patio Pub and Refuge in Germantown, 1322 6th Avenue North. So kind of up there in the northwest corner of Germantown. And it's going to go from 5 until 7. There's going to be freebies from Wonder Belly. There's going to be a photo booth. We're going to have food and drink specials. And of course, there will be burgers. So come hungry. Hopefully, you've already gotten into the swing of things today and gone for a couple places for lunch. And you can hit a few more after you go to the opening ceremonies.
All right. Well, last question, Chris. How many burgers? What's the most amount of burgers you've eaten in a burger week?
I usually can't pull off more than 1 or 2 a day. And I'm not a 5-day-a-week guy. So I think the most I've ever done is 8.
Well, I wish you luck, good sir, and have fun. And everybody, yes, come out and support the kickoff party tonight. We'll see you all there. And thank you and good luck.
Well, thanks for having me, and everybody have a happy Burger Week.
That's all for today here on CityCast Nashville. Happy Burger Week. If you enjoyed the show, why not tell your friends? Rate the show, leave us a review, and subscribe to our Hey Nashville newsletter. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Toodles.